one of you contributed. I'm so proud of the new players, the new coaches. People had all the excuses it couldn't happen, but you all did it. And I'm spoiled now. I'm going to count on a lot more to.
Hey, yeah, we just getting started.
Most importantly, we're giving you this game ball.
Robert Kraft, very casual. I like that.
Yeah, he's
I like
cool,
that. I used
man.
to see him in a suit.
Yeah, he's got some style. I mean, he's like really the first old man I saw like sporting like cool sneakers with a suit.
Yeah.
Right? He's ahead of the game. He's got some style, Mr. Kraft.
Well, his team had some style yesterday, went into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals 16-10 with some power running and serviceable play from Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, great defense. That's going to be their formula.
Yeah, I think it is. It has to be. They're not going to be super explosive in the pass game. The one thing I think we all overlooked is, hey, Gerard Mayo was a big part of that defensive staff and these great defenses in New England. The defense was good last year in New England. Let's not forget about that. As bad as the team was, the defense was still very good. We saw that once again, and they took an approach that I've heard Belichick and Brady talk about a lot. You don't always have to just reinvent the wheel. Sometimes if you just play detailed football and don't make the mistakes and sit back and let the other team make the mistakes, you can win the football game. And they kind of took that approach, and good for them. They out-hit Cincinnati. Cincinnati, yeah, it's fair to think, were they looking down the road to Week 2 matchup with the Chiefs? And their slow start bullcrap that we always see out of Cincinnati is frustrating.
Zach Taylor, the head coach of the Bengals, is 1-5 in season openers, and Joe Burrow, the quarterback, is 1-8 in Week 1 and Week 2 games. They notoriously
that's a culture problem.
Start slowly.
Yes, they do.
More on the culture problem in a second. For now, let's hear from Gerard Mayo talking about his first career regular season win.
Yeah, the day started off solid, just like any other day. Walking off the field, though, really getting in that victory formation, just kind of feel a rush over yourself. And I'm going to enjoy this one here for the next couple of hours, but, truth be told, it's what have you done for me lately type of business. So time to turn the page. Not trying to rain on anyone's parade, but turn the page and get ready for the next game.
Yeah, that's how it always goes. You enjoy it for a little while, and then you move on. But no one expected it.
That's a full Gatorade bath.
That
right
is.
there.
He
that
got
was a
that.
Good one.
Yeah, he got that.
If he was hot, he wasn't hot after that.
And their formula can work because I was saying this last night. We do the YouTube Applebee's deal after you go do your podcast. You abandon us, but I'm used to it now. I should have been used to it. You've been abandoning me for that. I should be used to abandoning me for this. But anyway, the run the ball physicality. You got so many high-octane passing offenses, it makes it harder for defenses to prepare for the Patriots because they're not used to that.
Yeah, you're right. It's a quarterback league. Everybody's trying to throw the football, do that. They got their best player on their offense is that running back. Ramondre Stevenson is awesome. And he got rewarded with a contract because they knew that. But I think this will be the formula for the year. You're saying it right, Mike. They're going to play defense. I don't think it's ever going to be 40 points in a game or 35. They're going to win. If they win games, it'll be 20-17, 21-14, whatever. Somewhere along the lines there. But a great win for Gerard Mayo. Nobody gave them a chance. We picked them in our little pod survivor poll. I picked them to be dead in the gutter somewhere, and there I am. I'm dead in the gutter now.
I had the Saints.
You had the Saints.
I took the Saints.
Yeah, so you're good, because I'm dead in the gutter.
You mentioned the Bengals earlier, the cultural issues, and we thought it was changing with Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
They paid Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow scared them enough. Joe Burrow, I think, made it clear to them, first and foremost, if I wasn't from Ohio, I wouldn't have played for you in the first place. Mm-hmm. And Bengals fans go crazy when I say that. I'm sorry, but it's true. If he was from Athens, Georgia, not Athens, Ohio, he would not have played for the Bengals. Then they had to prove it to him that he wanted to stay. They did, and they paid him. They sold the naming rights to the stadium, so they had the money to pay him. But beyond him, you have to scratch and claw and fight and scrap and pull teeth from an alligator to try to get Mike Brown to pay you. And that's one of the problems. This Jamar Chase thing is hovering over the team. T. Higgins hovering over the team, and especially Chase. Chase did not know what he was going to do yesterday. He went back and forth about whether he was going to play. He ultimately did. This contract that they've offered him, from what I understand, we're giving him $35 million a year, just like Justin Jefferson. Yeah, but the structure is crap. The structure is horrible. So, we'll reluctantly give you $35 million a year, but guarantee, all the little things, that make a contract good aren't there. And now they're 0-1, and the contract issue is still there.
Right.
Is he going to practice?
Right.
This is all unforced error, and this is all an indicator of a team that doesn't prioritize winning. It prioritizes making money and not spending money, but not winning football games.
You might be right. I mean, this is a self-inflicted wound. I know that. Yeah, the way the Jamar Chase thing has been handled, the drama they've had to deal with that, and Higgins. Don't give me any it's not a distraction. It's a distraction for a team that's looking to go to the Super Bowl. It's the number every day is like, oh, what's Jamar going to do today? Oh, hell, he's not going to practice today. Oh, his hamstring hurts today. He's not practicing today. You don't think the guys in the locker room?
What's the end game
Oh,
for that?
He's sick today. Oh, yeah, okay, sure he's sick.
But
right?
that's the thing. I thought he wasn't going to play yesterday.
Right, I hear you.
What is the end game? Even if he's playing, when's he going to practice? Is he going to practice on Wednesday?
No, he shouldn't practice.
So when does it end?
Yeah, when they want to pony up the money and do the contract the right way. You said it right. That's when it's going to end. Until then, he's going to give shenanigans, and he should. That's fine with me. I got no problem with that. But, yeah, that's an issue. That's owner-caused. And then when I talked about the culture problem, I meant like, hey, this is a really good football team. We know that. Zach Taylor coaches. He's tough. We see them always turn around. But what I mean with the culture problem is they obviously have to reevaluate how they do training camp in the preseason. I mean, you spit out the week 1 and 2 stats there. Joe Burrow, one of the best quarterbacks in football, is 1-8 in week 1 and 2 games. Yeah, that's something wrong with the football team in general. That's not being addressed with toughen up practices, maybe expanding the offense a little bit more through training camp. As you've heard me say the last few years, they're usually way too simple early on in the season where I go, they're running plays that teams ran in the OTAs, and all these defenses are all used to them and comfortable. But they never got in a rhythm yesterday. And then when they got close to kind of, they might get it going and put New England in a spot now where they can't run the ball and just play that style. They fumble going in the end zone with Tanner Hudson. Gesicki dropped the touchdown pass the play before that. They had the drop punt, right, that gave the Patriots a short field. So they messed some things up themselves there yesterday. Even though they didn't play well, they could have still stole that game, but it wasn't good.
Put the graphic back up, please, of the Joe Burrow
what were you grinning at
week 2
there?
outcomes. Well, the one win. Week 1, 2021, Vikings overtime, 27-24. That was the one where your guy Mike Zimmer decided to defend the 50 like it was the goal line. Remember that?
Yes.
And they just lobbed it over the top to C.J. Uzama and got themselves in chip shot field goal position.
Right.
So thanks, Mike. That set the
You're
tone.
back.
Set the tone for a bad year. I never left. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.